How's it going, YouTube? This is Balls and Cock here from Quantum's Web. So, this weekend's event, Aftermath, just got started. Take part. As you can see, it's an individual event this weekend. Gives out some 3-star shards, some alloy energon. Once you get it to the top here, you're going to get some 4-star shards. So that's always good, and it looks like we're going to get a lot of spark out of this too, which is pretty decent. I like that. Of course, with the event, I bought a couple of bundles here. I got the aerial bot bundle that they just put up for sale, as well as a battle bundle, of course, so I can score some points. So let me claim this free crystal real quick. All right, see what I got going here. I'm going to go ahead and open up these crystals with you guys. So that means I have 4 premium crystals from my battle bundle, 10 aerial bot crystals from the aerial bot Superion bundle, 3 of these free crystals. So I'll start with free crystals. Now, I've been told a few different things to take it a little bit slower on these crystals, so we're going to go do something a little bit different. I'm not going to just spam the crystals and open them back to back to back to back to back. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to mix them up a little bit. So I'll start with the Superion crystal here. I have all of the 3-star aerial bots except for silverbolt. So I really would love to pull a 3-star silverbolt out of this, and that would let me form Superion finally. Speaking of the devil, now this bundle in particular, normal character bundles, it's really hard to pull a 3-star or 4-star character bot out of it. I learned the hard way with the strafe bundle. I got 5 of those bundles and didn't even get the 3-star version. So I'm not particularly optimistic about pulling that 3-star silverbolt in particular, since there's 6 different bots I can actually pull out of this. Let me throw a premium in here for shits and giggles. All right, strafe, speaking of the devil. But it's good for some aerial bot spark, so when I do eventually get it, I'm going to have a ton of this Superion spark to help level my bot up. Now, of course, since I have all the other 3-stars, I also have a 4-star Power Glide and a 4-star Firefly now. If any 4-star aerial bots happen to pop up besides those 2, that'll be great. I would definitely appreciate it. So, as you can see, I am taking a little more time. What somebody told me, they said to take your time between bots, mix it up a little bit. So what they do is, as you can see, as the space bridge background kind of goes back into position, then you count a few seconds, 1, 2, 3, and then click on it again. And they're saying it helps the random number generator to kind of reset itself, so you don't spam the same bot over and over. You notice in my previous premium crystal video, out of the 80 crystals, certain bots would pop up repeatedly. So that's what we're trying to avoid. They say every time you let the space bridge settle back in place here, count 3 seconds, then 5, the next one count 5 seconds, the next one count like 7 seconds, the next one count 10 or 11 seconds or so, and then go back to like 3 seconds the following time. So we're giving it different intervals each time. So far, I've gotten nothing but 2-star dupes here, which has been pretty typical of my last several bundles I've received. So really, I'm not seeing much of a difference right away here. I haven't even gotten a 3-star dupe Man, silverbolt keeps popping up in a 2-star version too, man. If only. So I'm going to throw in a premium here. See what happens. Oh, wow. Even with the premium, I'm getting duped silverbolts. That's crazy. All right. So I will do another Superion. Let me give it a couple of seconds. Yeah, I'm not even seeing a 3-star dupe out of this, so I'm not gonna spend any more money on this Superion bundle because it's not. I don't know. I just don't see the odds of landing that silverbolt being worth it to me with the Superion bundle in particular, and landing a 4-star aerial bot in general. Also, not very good odds and all of that. So I think if I do those type of character bundles, I'll stick to the individual character bundles. So here I'm going to go a Superion Premium Superion Crystal. I'll give it a few more seconds. I'm really trying to mix up the time intervals here. It'd be nice to see a 3-star dupe out of all this at least. Just it doesn't seem it's going to happen. Throw the premium in. And we are down to our last Superion Crystal. About now. All right, well, that's it. Looks like all 2-star dupes today. Like I said, I'm not going to throw anything else at it. I do have enough for a 3-star crystal, so I will throw that in there. Wouldn't that be something else if I ended up getting silverbolt right now? That would be the icing on the cake. Yeah, I highly doubt it. 3-star skydive. So there's some sparking shards and all that good stuff. That leaves me a long way from a 4-star still. I'm not going to get that with the event. 3-star shards I have to start collecting all over again. I almost got a 2-star crystal coming. So, anywho, I wish you all the best of luck with this event. It seems like it's going to be pretty easy peasy this week. Why don't I go ahead and throw a battle in here while I'm at it? Let's see. I normally would start down here around this range. Well, let's see what I got actually. Should I throw in a big battle? Nah. I don't know who I'm going to power level. I'm going to start in event zone 7. I usually would come back here, delete out my number 3 shuttle. So basically, with this video, I'm going to demonstrate some power leveling along with my crystal opening. So I usually start with my toughest bot. Then I throw in, let's see, I throw in my toughest tank, and then I kind of scroll down here. I'll throw in like a, let's see, do I want to do Grimlock? I like pairing Grimlock with Rodimus. I'll stick to them. I'll do Wheeljack. I do want to level up Wheeljack a little bit. But this week, I am going to start power leveling Firefly here. I want to, he's almost at 30. So I'm going to get him to at least 30 so I can throw him into the research facility. Now I'll fill in these last 4 spots. These are my backup spots in case my 3-man team falls apart during the match. I can send in the last 4 bots to go out there and maybe save the day in case my 3-man team is not quite going to cut it. So I'll throw in 4 weaker bots. Let me see. So what you're going to see is it's going to show me how much XP I should be getting on the bottom here, and that will be 1400 XP, a little over 14, well, halfway, 1449 XP per bot. Since I'm only going to do the 3 bots though, those remaining 4 bots, that would be nearly that's nearly 6,000 in XP, will be distributed amongst my other 3 bots once this is all over, since I will only use the 3. The XP only goes to the bots that you actually deploy in the match. So let's see. Hopefully my 3-man team can handle this. And I'll throw Wheeljack in a little late. Let me see, I'm gonna hit that. Let Hotspot take all the hits here. Speed that up a little bit. So Hotspot's taking a beating. This might be a fail. I might have to deploy these other guys after all, it looks like. Yeah, that wasn't working out so well for me. So I guess they're all going to get 1500 XP as long as I get through this here. Speed it up, get through it. So there you have it. That is what it looks like when your 3-man team fails and you have to deploy some other bots to back them up and make sure you get those points. So all my guys are going to get some points here on my lobbies, and that's what I like about my 3-man teams too, is when I deploy those extra 4 bots, they're always lower level bots. They're going to get some decent XP for their levels and level up themselves. So I don't mind it when I have to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do the same zone. This time I'm going to do Pyromagna. And here's where I got her. I used Wheeljack in these 3-man teams. Wheeljack right now, he's not leveled up high enough to really help out too much. It's better if I use a damage dealer like Jazz. Let me put in a new 4-man squad behind him. I'll do Sea Spray, Dust Up, Windblade, and my 3-star Alpha Bravo. Alright, now Firefly, since I'm leveling him up, I'm going to go ahead and use my coins to keep him going. And most of you already know this tactic is called coining, where you just keep one player you're trying to level up in the game, and you spend a few coins just to keep him going round after round. I'm going to use Firefly in every round up until he hits level 30, throw him in a research facility, and then see who else I want to upgrade. So let me deploy these 3 bots. Okay, since I have Jazz in here, now this guy actually spread out his defenses pretty well, so Jazz is not going to be super effective on a lot of it. That Firefly is still pretty weak until he gets up to 30 at least. I'll let these guys kind of chip away at it real quick, fast forward a little bit. And then I'm going to drop, let's see, get a little closer. I'm going to drop Jazz's bomb right about here. I'm going to drop another one. Looks like Firefly's already down right here. Jazz is not wanting to attack that headquarters, is he? There he goes. All right. So now you'll see in the beginning of this, it showed I was going to get like 1200, 1300 XP. You probably won't notice how much I'm getting exactly because it kind of does this skipping thing. But I'm actually getting significantly more than that 12 or 1300 since I didn't deploy the other 4 bots and all the remaining points were distributed amongst the first 3. So you saw a little bit there on Firefly. It looked like I got about at least, let's see, 24, 48 divided by the 3 guys. So each one should have been making over 2,500 XP a piece, close to 3,000 XP, I believe. I don't know how, I didn't want to go there. So anyways, that's some power leveling for you guys. I'm going to do one more here before I end the video because it's running a little long already, it looks like. I will throw Prowl, Ironhide, Coin Firefly, and Battle. So this one, I'm going to get a little over 1,000 XP. That's going to leave 4,000 XP to be distributed, so that'll give me about an extra 1,300 XP amongst the other 3. So I should end up with about 2,300 XP per character for my 3-man squad. Oh, I don't know how I missed the shock tower with Ironhide there. I was actually aiming at the shock tower and it misfired, so that tends to happen sometimes with some of these bots' abilities right now. It seems like you'll click the ability, you'll click on a target, and it'll hit either the target right next to it or it'll go clear across the map and hit something completely different for whatever reason. So I went ahead and blew that one. That was a pretty easy base there. As you can see, each one got about 2,300 there, which helps you level your bot. The one bot you're trying to power level, it will level up pretty quick. This is how I get my bots to level 40 at a rapid pace. You guys can try this out. Try different zones to see what feels right for you. After I do those first 3, actually the next one I'll probably throw Rodimus and Grimlock in there. So I'll do one more zone in the 2,000 power level at zone 7, and then I'll drop down to zone 6 where I need a 1,350 recommended power because my bots will start to decrease in power after I deploy these next couple. So I generally stay in zone 6 for the rest of the time. I mean, pretty much any 3-man team I have is going to blow through zone 6, so I'm good to go. Unless I get into my lobby characters down at the bottom of my list, but generally the cooldowns start kicking in, and I'll bounce back and forth between 7 and 6 for now. I know a lot of folks do zone 8 and even 9 with 3-man teams. Which once you get up into those levels, you start making some massive experience points when you get your guys high enough. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little long. Hopefully you guys stuck around to the end. Next time I'll break it down. I'm going to do some character videos this weekend to show off certain characters and their abilities. So I will see you again shortly. All right. Have a good one, and I wish you all the best of luck in getting whatever you need this upcoming or this event here.